Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I hope you are doing great. So, are you willing to come to Canada through express entry without spending money to agents just to create and submit your profile into the pool? Then this is the right video for you. In this video, I am going to show you how to create and submit your express entry profile into the pool on Government of Canada website. So whether you are applying for FSTP, FSWP, Canadian Experience Class or PNP, you need to create and submit your profile into the pool. So whether you are single or married, just follow the simple steps in the video and you can create your own profile. I have also answered all questions which are required during profile creation. And please note that after submitting your profile, you can update or modify your profile anytime you want before you receive your ITA. So before we begin, you need to have your passport, your IELTS results, your educational credential assessment report, and you should have your information on proof of funds and your job experience. So that's it. Let's start creating your profile. Welcome to my laptop screen. Now in the search bar, you have to type it in CIC GC CA login, and after that it will take you to the another page, and just click on the first link, which is www.canada.ca, and I'm gonna post the link in the description box below, so you can click the direct link and go to the web page. So after that, scroll down and find the register button. So you need to click the register button to create a new account. Now after clicking the register, it will take you to the another page. Now find the register with GCT button and click on that button, and now you will be landed onto Government of Canada website. Now click on the sign up button to create a new account. After that, accept the terms and conditions. Then you have to create a unique username using the username checklist. So I'm gonna create my username. Now we have to click continue. Now you need to create your password, and for the password creation, you make sure that you use the password checklist. So here I'm creating my password. After creating your password, you need to confirm your password and make sure the both password match. After that, click on continue, and you need to create your recovery questions. So this is very important. You need to also save your questions and answer because it will help you in your next step. Now I'm going to select the first question. What make of car did I first drive? So type your answer. I'm gonna type my answer. After that, the second question is my memorable person, and you can also write down the memorable person hint. That is not mandatory. So I'm gonna move to the next question. My memorable date. I'm putting today's date, and it also has memorable date hint. Again, that's optional. Now click on the continue button and make sure you click a picture of your recovery questions and answers. After that, we are going on to next tab. Click on continue again. Now accept the terms and conditions. Now you need to create your account using your passport information. So you need to enter your name, which is same as appears on your passport. So the given name, I'm putting my name exactly what I have in my passport. Now putting the last name and the email address. You can put your email address. So I'm putting it here, my email address for this video. After that, select the language. I'm choosing English and click on continue button. Now after that you need to create your security questions and answers. So these are the 4 security questions and answers that you need to create. So I'm writing my first question, your favorite actor. Now second question is your favorite car. And the third question is my favorite vacation spot. And the fourth question is your favorite food. And make sure you save these answers or click a picture of this question and answers so you don't forget. After that, hit continue. Now it will take you to your account homepage. Your homepage will look like this. Now scroll down and select apply to come to Canada for your express entry. So after clicking that, you will see this page. Now on this page, the first step is to determine your eligibility and then applying online for express entry. So you need to click on express entry button. After that, you will have to fill out some questionnaires. Now the first question is which province or territory do you plan to live in? So if you know the answer, you can select right away, or if you are not sure, and then put the answer about the province that you are interested in. So I'm selecting Ontario. Hit on next. Now you need to submit the language test in this question. So if you have given your English language test, and select that. So I'm gonna select IELTS. Now click on the next button. Now you need to enter the date you took your IELTS test. So I'm going to enter the date. Now hit next button. Now enter your scores for all 4 categories. So I'm going to select speaking 7.5, listening 8.5, reading 7, and writing 7. Now click next. Now if you have given any other language results, then select the test here. I didn't have any, so I'm selecting none. Now click next. Now in last 3 years, how many years of skilled work experience do you have in Canada? And it should be in NOC category. So I didn't have any, so selecting none. Also in the second question, I am selecting none of the above because I didn't have any work experience. Now in this page, in the last 10 years, how many years of skilled work experience do you have in only one occupation? And it should be in NOC skill type 0, A or B. So I'm selecting 2 to 3 years of experience because I have 2 to 3 years of experience in NOC skill type A. If you don't know your NOC code, then click on this link here and it will take you to the another page where you can search your NOC code by entering job title in the search bar, or also if you scroll down there is another link, click on that, and now here in the search bar you can enter your job title and then click on search button. For example, I am typing in here manufacturing engineer. So it will give me NOC code for this job title, which is 2141 industrial and manufacturing engineers. Now if you click on that, these are example job titles which are falling under this category. Also you need to make sure that your job profile and these duties are matching at least 60 to 80%. I'm gonna post the link in the description box below so you can directly click on the link and find your NOC code. Now let's go back. So I'm selecting here 2 to 3 years or 2 or more years. Now next. Do you have any certificate of qualification from a Canadian province or territory? So I didn't have any, so selecting no. Now next, how much money will you bring to Canada? So for this one, if you have watched my previous videos, I have given a detailed breakdown on how much money you need to bring according to how many household members you are coming to Canada. Also please check this page. So I'm coming as a couple, so I'm selecting 16,000 to 19,000 roughly, and we are two family members that coming to Canada. Now select next. Do you have a valid job offer in Canada? So no, I didn't have. Now you have to enter your date of birth. Now second question is, what is the highest level of education for which you have earned a Canadian degree, diploma, certificate, or if you have done your educational credential assessment, you need to enter your degrees here. So I have master's degree, so I am going to select master's degree. Now click next. Now here these are the conditions. Now if you are falling under any of the conditions, you need to check these conditions, and if you are not falling under any of these conditions, then select none of the above. So I have studied full-time in Canada for two years or more, so I am selecting that. Now what is marital status? So I am married. Now click next. Does your spouse or partner plan to come with you to Canada? So yes. Is your spouse or partner a citizen or PR of Canada? So no. Now click next. Now has your spouse or partner studied in Canada full-time for 2 years or more? So no. And if your spouse doesn't have any work experience in Canada, then select no. Now hit next button. Has your spouse or partner taken an English or French language test? So if your spouse has given IELTS, then select that and click next. Now what date did they take the test? Now you have to enter the date of the IELTS examination for your spouse. Now you need to enter the scores for them. So my spouse had speaking 7, listening 8, reading 7, and writing 7. Now hit next. Now based on your answers, it will say that you are eligible for express entry or no. So based on my answers, I am eligible for express entry. Now the next step is to review your profile and submit your profile. So for that, click on continue. Now here you will need your passport to enter the information. So you need to enter your information exactly as shown in your passport. So what is your last name? So enter your last name. Enter your first name, or in the passport it will also show up as a given name, so you can enter that name as your first name. Select your gender. Your birth date will be coming from the previous question. After that, what is your marital status? You can select it. Then will this person come with you to Canada? And select yes or no. My wife is coming with me to Canada, so I'm going to select yes. Now you need to enter your spouse information exactly which appears on their passport. Also enter the date of birth. After that, select next. Now here is the main page of your express entry profile, where you need to fill out all these forms and information. So if you are coming as a single, only first portion will apply to you, and if you are coming as a couple, then these two portions will apply to you. So now we have to fill out these forms and submit your profile so that it will go into the pool. And remember one thing, you can update and modify your profile anytime you want until you get your ITA. Now I'm starting from the first form. Here your information is already there. Now you need to select your country of birth. It will be appear in your passport. After that you need to enter your passport number and details. So which document you are entering, select passport, enter your passport number. You will find all these details on your passport first and last page. Make sure you enter all the details correctly. Save and add. So it will be saved, and select next. Now if you have applied previously to Canada for study or visitor or work permit, you need to enter that information. If you have applied, select yes. If you haven't, select no. To simplify, I am selecting no. You need to enter your country of citizenship, also country of residence, where do you currently live. Select next. And yeah, if you have applied for study permit or visitor visa, select yes and fill out the information. Now you need to enter your family information. So this includes yourself, your spouse and your children. It doesn't include your parents. And if you are coming as a couple, select 2. If you are coming as a single, select 1. And according to that, you need to enter how much money you will bring to Canada to support yourself or your family. So roughly, I'm going to write down 17,000 Canadian dollars. After that, select next. Oh, I do not have to enter $sign. Then after, if you have any relative who is a citizen or permanent resident of Canada, you need to select that. I didn't have any, so I'm selecting no, and save and exit. So your first form will be saved. Now select second form, contact details. Now here select your language of correspondence, selecting English. Now select next. Now enter your email address. Now save and exit. Now that is completed. Now select study and language form. Now here you need to enter your education history. So have you finished your high school or higher education? If yes, then select yes. Then so I have done my master's degree in mechanical engineering, so I am going to select science applied as a field of study. And since what year, so starting year I am going to enter. So here just an example, that's why I am going to enter my master's degree only, but I have done bachelor's and master's. So if you have done both degrees, you need to enter both degrees, but here I am just going to enter master degree. So if you are currently studying, you can select yes. If no, then no. Then I finished 2 years course, and it was a full-time study. Now I have completed the study and I got a certificate. So I'm going to select certificate or degree awarded. So then I studied in Canada, so I'm going to select Canada, entering my province of study. Make sure you enter your details correct. So here I was awarded a Canadian degree, so I have to select yes. If you have not studied in Canada, you can select no, and it won't ask you these questions. But I have studied in Canada, so I have to answer these questions. Also, I need to enter the DLI number, designated learning institution. If you don't know your DLI number, you can select that link and you can find your DLI number. I know my DLI number, so I'm writing my DLI number for University of Windsor. Now it was in English, so I'm selecting English. Now after studying, if you are going back to your home country, which is part of your global affairs, then select yes. And if you are directly came on a study visa to Canada, then select no. Now save and add the information. I'm not going to write my bachelor degree information. This is just an example. If you have done any other degrees, you need to add your education. After that, select next, and here you need to enter your English language score. Now you have to enter your IELTS language results details. So select the test version. Now your date of language test is already been entered. Now select the date of test results. Also, you need to enter your certificate number. You will find this on your certificate. So you need to enter all these details exactly which is in your IELTS certificate. Now save and exit. Oh, it didn't get complete. So go back and select what is missing. No, I didn't select language. Selected. Now save and exit. Now that is completed. Now fourth is application details. So need to fill out that form. Select that. Now here you need to select your province of interest. So I'm going to select Ontario. Now this question is saying that you are agreed to Ontario Express Entry program, which is PNP program. So this application is also used for Ontario PNP program. So if you are agree to these details, you can select yes. If you are no, then select no. So I'm selecting yes. Now click next. Now have you received nomination certificate? So I didn't, selected no. Now that is completed. Now representative. So if you want to assign anybody for your information, that they can take your information on your behalf, so you need to select and set your representative. So if you are going through immigration consultant or lawyer, you need to select that. Or if you are agreed to give your details to any of your family member, you can select that. I'm selecting no. Save and exit. So that form is completed. Now last one is work history. So you need to enter all your experience details on this form. So remember that what I showed you, how to find your knock code and enter your knock code here. So I am going to write down my knock code, which is 2141, industrial and manufacturing engineers. After that, you need to enter the date when you finished your bachelor's or master's degree. You can write any date after because after that date you were qualified to practice in your occupation. So after that, do you have certificate of qualification from Canadian province? So I didn't have, so no. Do you have any job offer? So no. Now if you have any work history, you can select yes, then select the start of your work experience, start date. So you need to enter month and year, and if you are doing that job currently, then select that option. If you are not doing, then enter your last date, then hours of work per week. After that, again enter your NOC code, which is 2141 for me. Now the job title, so I was manufacturing engineer, so I am writing manufacturing engineer. Now enter your company details, so company name. If you were self-employed, you can select that option. Now enter the country and city of your company. Now make sure you save and add that information. If you have other work experience, you can add that, and if no, then go on next. Now here the following questions about your education and work experience, recognition in Canada, and this information is only for research purpose. They will not use this information to make a decision on your profile or application. So if you are agree, select yes, then go for the next question. If you have done any research about how to find jobs in Canada, or if you have applied some jobs, you can answer all these questions. So I'm going to select any of these conditions. Now some jobs require license or certification to practice in this job, but for me it doesn't require any, or if you don't know, you can select that. Now save. So you have completed all your forms for yourself. Now this is for yourself only, then you can select save and exit. And if you are filling out for a couple like me, then you have to fill out the form for your spouse. So for that, now select for personal details. So now we are starting that form. Now let's start. You need to enter all personal information about your spouse. So some of the information has already been entered previously. So the country of birth and city of birth, you will find this from your spouse's passport. Now if your spouse has a relative in Canada who is a citizen or permanent resident, then you need to select yes, and if your spouse doesn't have any, then select no. My spouse has her brother in Canada on permanent resident status, so I'm going to select yes and enter all the information. Now save and exit. So that form has been completed. Now study in language. Now here you need to enter the education detail for your spouse. So my spouse has done bachelor's and diploma in engineering, so I'm going to select engineering as a science applied, and I am only going to enter bachelor's detail. I am not going to enter diploma details, just for video purpose, but make sure you enter all the relevant degrees for your spouse. Also, you will get some of the useful information from your spouse ECA report if you have done ECA for your spouse. Enter all the details. Now here, if your spouse has done degree, diploma or certificate from Canada, you can select yes, and if they have not done anything from Canada, you have to select no. So my wife did not do anything from Canada, so I have to select no. Now if you have done your spouse ECA, select yes, then I have done ECA from World Education Service, WES. So this information you will find it from their ECA report. So make sure you have your spouse ECA report. And you do not need to upload any copy here. You just need to enter the number and details. Now save and add. Now again you need to enter all education history for your spouse. Now select next. Now this form is for language test. So she has done IELTS, so I'm going to select IELTS. It should be IELTS general examination. Date of the language test. You will find all this information from your spouse IELTS language results. So make sure you have the language result for your spouse. Enter the certificate number. After that, select the language test score for all categories. So my wife has speaking 7, reading 7, listening 8 and writing 7. She has not done French language test, so I'm selecting no and save and exit. So that form has been completed now. Now last is work history. So she doesn't have any work history, so I'm selecting no. If your spouse has a work history, you can select the answers for that by selecting yes. Now save and exit. Now all forms have been completed. Now select continue and you will be landed on this page where you need to select terms and condition, put I agree, and then enter your name exactly which appears on your passport. You need to answer the security question which you set in the beginning. Now select sign. Now here when you click transmit, now your profile will go into the pool. That's it. Congratulations, your profile has successfully been submitted into the pool. Now you have to wait till you receive ITA, and for that you need to be above the cutoff score. Then you will receive ITA and then you can submit your documents for express entry. Now one important thing is you can modify your profile anytime you want. If you have any changes in your language score or work experience, you can change your profile anytime you want, and you will receive a message in your account shortly with confirmation number and link to your official receipt. Now exit the questionnaire and accept the terms and conditions. Now again enter the answer for security questions and you will be directed on your account home page. Now you can see that your application is processing. It will take some time, and when you refresh the page, then you will be able to see the same screen. Now check full application status. Now you can see that your profile has already been submitted and it is in the system. You can also see your UCI number, profile expiry date and all the details here. Now select view profile. Now here you can update your forms and information, and then make sure that you save and exit and continue. Now I have created this profile for video purpose, so I am withdrawing my profile right now. So now my profile has been withdrawn, but I can check the application status So I'm going to select application status. Now here, if your profile will automatically determine your eligibility for PNP, Canadian Experience Class, FSWP or FSTP. Then you can also see your CRS score. Also you can see the score breakdown here. So that's it. You learn how to create and submit your profile. So I hope all your doubts are clear, and this video will help you to create your Express Entry profile on your own. And if you have any questions, concern or comments, please comment me in the comment box below and I will get back to you faster. Please hit like and subscribe button and stay tuned for my upcoming videos. Thank you so much.